The thing that sets freediving apart from any other kind of sport in the ocean is that you can really be part of the marine environment. When you're scuba diving and you're creating loads of bubbles, you're almost like a person looking in on another world. But with freediving, you are able to dive down silently, hold onto a rock, and just watch. And the longer you're able to stay there really still, the more life you'll see, and the more it will kind of come to you. I think when people think of freediving, they think of people taking it to the extreme level. But in reality, that's only a really small percentage of freedivers. For the average recreational freediver, people are diving to 20 meters of depth or less. That's the reality. And with that, there are far less risks involved than if you're taking it to more extreme competitive levels. One of the things that I love about freediving is it's so accessible. It's a really low-impact sport, just like swimming. But really, it depends on whether people are able to equalise or not. So we get people that are able to equalise really easily and able to relax underwater, and so they make it down to 20 metres on the first dive. But then you get other people that struggle a little bit more with relaxing and with equalising, and so they may only make it to a couple of metres. One of the key things with freediving is our need to conserve oxygen. So the busier our mind is, the more oxygen we're going to consume. It's really important to be able to go to a calm place, one where you're not stressed, where you're not thinking about what's happening in the future or what's happened in the past, but you're really, really present and focusing on the moment. It's also really important to be able to relax your body. If you're holding tension in your shoulders or your chest, that's going to burn a lot more energy as well. So meditation and freediving and yoga all have similar properties. It's really important to be able to relax, to zone out, and to really be present in order to freedive effectively. So we're going to isolate our breath into our belly, our intercostal area, and our upper chest. Something that people don't realise is that breath holding is something that is really easily trained. What we do is we do some three-part breathing or compartmentalised breathing. And that's where we learn to isolate the breath into 3 different areas. And the more we do that, the better we are able to control that area so that we're able to take in a really big, deep, full breath and remain comfortable and not lose our relaxation. With freediving, if you take a huge breath and you're really tense and you're holding a lot of tension in your chest and your shoulders, that's going to ruin your relaxation. And so you're not going to have an enjoyable dive. So the better we are able to kind of tolerate that really full, deep breath, the better our dive will be. Just like seals and dolphins, us humans have a natural inbuilt freediving mode, which is known as the mammalian dive reflex. It's triggered in 3 ways. The first way is through holding our breath. The second way is being exposed to pressure. And the third way is from cold water facial immersion. And when I'm diving to deep depths and I get a negative thought into my mind, I always think about the mammalian dive reflex and the fact that our bodies are actually built to do this. I think for me, freediving is really a form of meditation. And having worked as a teacher for the last 10 years and leading quite a stressful life, going into the ocean and freediving was a way to de-stress. And it's really the perfect place to kind of silence the noise of everyday life and really to connect with the present moment. And so for me, that was the reason that I wanted to become a freediving instructor. I think seeing the positive benefits that freediving can have on your mental health and your lifestyle as a whole was something that I really wanted to share with other people.